Alright guys, what's up? It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel today. I got a really good one, guys. I'm having a little issues video recording here, so I'm going to be trying this two ways. I'm actually recording the screen on one. I'm having a little issues, but I definitely want to get this video out because it's pretty exciting on Hercules coming out with mapping for Traktor Pro 3. Now, this has probably been done for a little while. I just barely noticed it, but I think it's super cool, and I'm going to show you guys how to get this done. So this will be a tutorial on how to get Hercules, your Impulse 500 working with Traktor Pro 3, which is very cool because I kind of want to bring Traktor back. I've had other controllers, been thinking about buying a S2 MK3, but since I already have the Hercules 500, there's really no reason, in my opinion, to go to an S2 MK3 with the mapping coming from Traktor. So I'm going to show you guys how to get this done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. DJ Martini Midwest Reviews and Tutorials, guys. If you guys get any help from this, please like, subscribe, and share. And needless to say, let's get into the video, guys. I'm super excited to bring this to you. I didn't see a lot of videos out on this, and it's kind of mind-boggling because I think it's pretty huge, guys. I think the Hercules Impulse 500 is one of the greatest controllers out there right now for intermediate and beginners, guys. It can also be used for advanced DJs. There's a lot of stuff you can get done. And now that it has Traktor mapping, I really think it'll be cool to be able to use with Traktor. So let's get into the video, guys. I'm going to show you guys how to get this done very easily. So I just want to kind of show you guys a couple things. So first of all, you're going to have to download the items from Hercules DJ. So if you have a Hercules 500 Impulse, guys, this is going to work for Traktor Pro 3, guys. It won't work for Traktor 2 or DJ. Traktor DJ, but it will work for Traktor Pro 3. Of course, the Impulse 500 does work with djing software, and it does work with Virtual DJ as well, guys. All right, so let's go to your internet here. Open that up. We're going to go type in Hercules DJ up here, guys, and we'll go to search it, and then it should pop up the home page here for Hercules DJ. We're going to go ahead and hit that. Just close this other page. And we're going to go to products here. We're going to go to controllers. Now, if you have the Impulse 500 White Edition, you can go here. Unfortunately, I do not have that. I am jealous, though, if you have it because it's pretty sweet looking. But I do have this one right here, the DJ Controller Impulse 500. We're going to go click that, get that going, and it's going to open all the information up on this. So you're going to have overview, specifications here, software, what's in the box, all those types of things. $299, guys. Like I said, if you buy a S2 MK3 right now, they're still $350. Even if you find them used, guys, they're still right around $300. So really, this is a great price. And like I said, it's very, very similar to the S2 MK3 from Traktor. So it's really cool that they have this mapping now. So you're going to go to support. All right, so we are on support. You're going to want to go down to drivers here. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is if you are brand new and you just bought the Impulse 500, you're going to want to download these drivers. I don't know if you have Windows 10, 7, 8, you have a Mac. So you're going to want to go ahead and just download whatever you need accordingly. I already have this on this computer, so I'm not going to re-download it. But all you do is just click on this, and it will download a file for the drivers. And then I'll show you how to go from there. But first, you're going to want to go arrow down just a little bit here. Let me go a little slower to MIDI mapping right here. So you're going to go to MIDI mapping, and it's going to open up Traktor Pro 3 DJ Impulse mapping right here. And we're going to go ahead and download that. It's going to start downloading, and then I'll show you the buttons to do after you download it. So djing 5 software right here is also, it will be a zipped file, so you will have to unzip it. I'll show you guys how to do that and how to tell the difference. Mapping decks in 3 and 4 for djing software, so this is for a different software, but we're just worried about Traktor Pro 3 mapping right there. So you're going to hit that button, download it, take a few seconds, and then we can close everything out here. So once you do that, you're going to bring up your File Explorer right here. This is Windows 11. It would be pretty similar on Windows 10, guys, not a big difference, but you can see I have my downloads here. This is my downloads right here, and you can see that I have this file right here. So it's already unzipped, but let me show you what a zipped file looks like really quick. This is what a zipped file will look like. This is Serato DJ Pro zip file. All you're going to do is left or right click, however you guys have that set up on your mouse. and it should bring up just a little side label like this. And you're going to want to extract to unzip it. And then once you unzip it, it will end up either on your desktop or in your downloads, wherever you have the file. It will unzip there as well, unless you choose different, but you'll just extract all to unzip it. So you want to go extract all, it'll unzip, and then when you get done, it'll end up like a file with this without the little zipper on it. So you want to make sure that that's unzipped, and let's go to the downloads again. This is the Hercules software driver right here. You're going to want to make sure you install this first. So all you got to do is go ahead, double click it and run it. It'll start running. It'll download the drivers you need, just step by step. It's really easy, guys. I'm not going to show you that because I already have it done on this particular computer, so I don't want to double do it. But it's really easy, guys. It's just step by step. So as long as you have those two, you have the drivers downloaded, and you have this unzipped, ready to go for Traktor Pro 3, we are good to go to Traktor Pro 3. So then you're going to want to just double click on your Traktor Pro 3 right here. If you don't have Traktor Pro 3, you do have to pay for it. It is $99, I think, at the moment on the page. So you'll have to go find it there. You'll have to also download native access tools to get that and open an account and do a few things. If you guys, I believe I have a video on it. I will leave a link in there if I do. If I don't, let me know. If you guys want me to make a video on how to download Traktor Pro 3, I can do that for you guys as well. But let's continue as if you have Traktor Pro 3, and we'll go ahead and open it up here. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is open the settings right here by clicking on this little cogwheel over here, and go to controller management way at the bottom. So you can see I already have the Hercules 500 generated in here, but if you don't have that done, all you have to do is go to Add, go to Import TSI. Now these are all the different controllers that will work and that you can download mapping for, but we have to go to Other, and then it takes you to your file manager right here. So all you have to do is find out where you put that download. We have it right here in my downloads. You would just click on that and hit open, and then it will populate right here, and then you can just click on it from right here. Once you have that, just make sure that you also hit the port to put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in to my controller, so then you can go ahead and plug the controller in to your computer. So I plugged it in, and all I have to do now, as you can see, is there it is right there. So I'll just hit ports, and now just make sure that it's hooked up for both right here. And you can see that I already have click here. It says there's a firmware update, so I'll do that a little bit later, but you make sure that you have that all updated. Let's go ahead and just do it real quick. Let's see what happens. So we just click on this down here. So it's going to go ahead and do my firmware update as well, guys. But you notice that that is correct. So one other thing you'll have to do is go to your audio setup. And instead of, this is my computer, the Realtek Audio. So this is a bonus here. You guys will get to see how to do a quick update for firmware. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. It is going to be updating the audio firmware, which is pretty cool. I've never actually had to do this with my Hercules 500, but this is pretty cool bonus that you guys get to see this done. So it's updating my audio. Please disconnect and reconnect the US cable in the back of the. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it and then reconnect it to my computer. So I just disconnected it. Now I'm going to go ahead and reconnect it as it instructed. It's lighting up all kinds of buttons. It says that it is okay. I'm going to hit final check right here. It is checking. It did its update. It has been updated. I'm going to hit exit. And so, guys, you just saw how I updated my Hercules DJ Impulse 500. That was an added bonus. I didn't plan on doing that, but you can see that I got it done, guys. So let's, like I said, so right here on the audio setup, we want to go there. And we're going to want to go put our DJ Impulse 500 right here. And we're going to put that on. And check to see this one. Nope, we're good there. So we won't have to worry about that one. So we can go ahead and leave it there as the audio setup to get my audio from my Impulse to my speakers We're still using this sound card though from the computer to the Hercules though. So, all right, guys. So let's stop. So then all you gotta do is go to the bottom here. Let me raise this up a little bit so you can see. We'll go ahead and just close this out. And from there, guys, we are all hooked up. I will be able to control, so you can see that I'm actually controlling this from my controller right now. Everything is working, and I will show you that, guys, I will switch views and show you my controller, show that it's all working, and we are good to go. But that's, guys, is how you get the update done, and also how you find the mapping, load it onto Traktor, and get playing Traktor Pro 3 with your Hercules Inpulse 500, guys. I think it's pretty sweet. And let's go ahead and change views. What is up, guys? We are back, and like I said, I have Traktor Pro 3 right in the background here. I have the DJ Control Inpulse 500. I'm super excited that they work together now. We already showed you guys how to get the audio working correctly, to change all your ports and everything. And now, so I have this going to my main speakers here, my monitor speakers, and now I can play around, guys. So I'm going to show you how everything works real quick and show you what buttons work, what doesn't. But I will say this is very, very similar to an S2 MK3. Now, I'm not saying it's the same, but it is very close, very compatible, and comparable to that. Now, not all the buttons work the same as the MK3 would. Of course, that one is made for Traktor software, but this one is mapped very, very close, and it works pretty good. So I will show you how everything works. So I cut off a little bit over here, so I'll show you over here that you do have your vinyl button, your slip, and your quantize. That does work. Everything works according to how it's supposed to. So when you put that on, they do work the way they're supposed to, guys. No problem there. I'll show you that the jog wheels work very nice. Add some volume. All good there. Work very, very nice, guys. No problem there, guys. So jog wheels are nice. I do love their feel. You can nudge, you can do everything you can do with the MK3, guys. So everything is mapped pretty well, guys. Pretty excited. All right, you do have your looping as well. We'll show you the looping. So looping works, everything there. You can manually do it in and out as well. You have your shift button, you have hot cue, loop, slicer, and sample. All these work. I will demonstrate that in a second, but you do have cue and pause and play as well. Everything works perfectly. Your tempo fader works, your sync button works. So everything is working there with the software. Let me show you the hot cue real quick. So you can say they're very snappy. They work very, very good. Took me a second to get that, but I showed you that it does work very snappy, very good. So slicer work. You do have loop selections as well. If you go to the loop selections, when you're playing them, now the first three are kind of unusable because they're super short, so it's like a stutter. I don't really like the way that sounds, but I will show you real quick. But yes, so I think they're kind of unusable, but once you get to 4 and 1 is like a half beat and a beat, those work pretty good, guys. So then you can go to slicer, where you can kind of slice into the parts of the song that you want to very, very nicely. That works. The sampler, now with sampler, you need to go ahead and open decks 3 and 4, guys. So decks 3 and 4, and make sure that they're set to remix decks. That way you can put your samples in there. You will have to manually do that, but once you get your samples in there, you can put whatever you want.
Microphone.
So you can get there, put all the samples you want in there, guys. They work very, very well, guys. Also, the bottom buttons under the samples. Now, it works a little bit different with the MK3 because they actually let you adjust volumes and do things pretty cool with the bottom buttons here. But the only thing that these do is they will actually take that sample out for you, so it like drops it so you can put another one in, but you can just throw it in over the top and it'll still take the place of it. So you can kind of hide them, but if you want them to come back,
microphone,
you just got to reactivate it, okay? So very, very cool there. Guys, everything in your normal row here with your gain, high, mids, lows work just fine. You do have 4 samples with your FX. You will have to do a little adjustment to get them to sound the best. So if you're using them on, you might have to adjust your delay and some of your bounce, all that kind of stuff on the software for it to work really good. We'll go ahead and play this. Little flanger, little filter. So they do work, but you do have to adjust them a little bit to get them to work the best, and you can do that on the laptop, so it's not too bad. But they do, all your filters work, and you can put in whatever filter you want. You have 4 different ones you can choose from, which is similar to the MK3. All right, another button that I want to talk to you, so you still have a browser. You can go through all your browser, but when you hit the assistant button, it actually opens your library, which is cool. So then you can go to your library on the fly really fast. You can still load songs at the top here. And the only button that doesn't work to do anything, so you can MIDI yourself if you want, is the beat match guide. That will not work. It doesn't do anything, so you can MIDI that if you want to help you get to something if you want. Faders, crossfaders work. Still have your master volume, headphones, and everything there. Your headphone buttons do work to switch channels. But one thing that the DJ 500, the Impulse 500 has that the MK3 does not is an extra channel, guys. That is very, very good. Also, you have your microphone and everything, but you have an extra channel that you can get into. So you have 3 channels on this. You can plug in an outside iPhone or tablet or whatever you guys want, MP3 player, and you have that extra channel to work. So that is pretty cool, and that's something that you don't get with the MK3. That's kind of why I do like the Impulse 500, because it has that extra channel that you can use in an emergency to get something done and get some music playing while you're kind of adjusting your laptop or doing something. So as long as this is plugged in on its own, guys. So if you have a outside battery plugged or plugged it into the wall and stuff, the controller will work. But if you have it plugged in for power through your laptop, then you need an outside power source. So you can't just like shut your computer down, because it will shut the controller down. But like I said, if you just needed to maybe restart a program or something like that, then that's how it's gonna work really good for you, because you could just restart the program, get it, and you're good to go. So as long as you have your laptop on, this will stay on. All right, guys. Other than that, everything is mimicked on the other side, guys. Everything works, like I said, and I'm pretty impressed with the mapping that they did to get it to work. And I'm impressed that that this works very, very well with the software. So I'm good to go, guys. I think that's all the information I have for you today. If it was helpful at all, let me know. Thank you guys for tuning in. DJ Martini Midwest reviews and tutorials, guys. I'm so happy that I have a portable controller again to use with Traktor. I used to have an S2 like MK1 way back in the day, but I ended up getting rid of that, and I just haven't really upgraded a controller for Traktor. And it's going to be nice to have something that works with Traktor, that maybe I can start gigging again with Traktor. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think. Is this kind of cool that it's going to work with the DJ Impulse 500? Does it change anything with you? Are you going to maybe try out Traktor now that you can? Things like that, guys, let me know. Be super excited to hear some of your feedback. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. DJ Martini Midwest reviews and tutorials, and we'll talk to you soon with another video.